on, everyone? It's Nina Infinity. Welcome to my channel on this Wednesday night where I will be breaking the narrative with Yellow Flash. He's here. Hi, Yellow Flash.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm not used to being so early and on time.
Oh my God, I know. I was expecting you to be like late and gay like Nick, but you're definitely on time. I was very surprised. Thank you for being here. Let everyone know where they can find you because I know some people may not know. So let everyone know who you are.
You can find me at Yellow Flash 2 and Yellow Flash TWO on Twitch because somebody took the 2.
Oh, how
And
come
I
you
can't
have
get
a
it.
2 in your name? Is it because YouTube took your first one away?
No, I still have it. It's not a very interesting story, but it's like the original channel got a copyright strike because we thought it would be okay to live stream Godzilla versus Kong. The
Oh
old
no.
one. The old one.
The old one, like the one from like the 50s.
Yeah, we thought it was public domain, but it's not. So they struck us
Oh,
down. And I couldn't stream on that channel for months. So I made a
whoops.
new channel and then this one took off.
Nice. Well, I'm glad that you did. Flashcast is also really awesome, I have to say. It's one of my favorite shows on YouTube. Like, you do Friday Night Tights on Friday and then Flashcast is on Saturday. It's like it's like a back-to-back thing. So thanks for making Flashcast. It's very entertaining.
Yeah, it's usually a pretty crazy time. But
Yeah,
like
it's
we used to, like me and Tug and a couple people used to watch like old public domain movies because
mhm.
you could stream those. You can do whatever you want with them. And we
Oh.
thought Godzilla versus Kong was because it's so old.
Yeah. I can't believe that they got you for that. That's crazy. Speaking of Flashcast, we have Bobo Yogi here saying, "I wonder if Nina will do $50 shots." I would die because I don't drink alcohol all that much. And if I took like 1 or 2, I would be so schmammered, as Anna says, I'd be like just gone, and then nobody would do the show. So if you want to send me $50, I'll just take sips of water. That's all I can. That's all I can.
$50, no shots.
Yeah, no shots. Maybe I'll get like I don't know, some sort of cider or something. I don't know. Other than that, I'm like Anna. I would be like sipping like little bitch drinks, you know.
She was
Uh,
drinking wine coolers that night.
yeah,
Oh, did you watch that stream?
I did.
I don't remember it.
Of course not. Well, there was 2, right? Because it was the first one was the $50 shots, and then the following week, you guys were like, "We're just gonna go for 100 now," and then people started sending them in anyway. That was so funny. That was so funny. But yeah, so thanks for being here, Yellow Flash. I saw, interestingly, the Flash is in the news, so I thought that we could talk about the Flash a little bit. By that I mean Ezra Miller. Uh, God, this guy's the worst, isn't he?
Yeah, I can't stand him.
I freaking hate
He's been
him.
in the news quite a bit lately.
He has. Deranged Lunatic, thank you so much for the 99 cents, Rose. You're amazing. Thank you. Okay, let me pull up the article. So, like a long time ago, well, not long time ago, before the Snyder Cut came out, Flash, I made this like reaction video to the trailer, and I wasn't a big fan of Ezra Miller because I love the Flash. Like I actually like the story and the character of the Flash, and I got into it because of the CW Flash. And I got like, I really like the story. I really like the character. The CW Flash introduced me to it, so I was like, oh, this is really really cool. And then I found out that Ezra Miller was cast as the Flash, and I really really dislike Ezra Miller because I found out he
Who,
chokeslammed a
who does
bitch.
like him?
I don't know who likes
Anybody
him.
like Ezra Miller?
Not me. I don't, no. Unless it's like the weirdos, I guess, like the they them crowd, maybe.
They probably do like him.
I,
So they
I
don't
would.
support or watch anything he's in, I bet.
They would never pay to go to a movie. Yeah. But then so like I made a reaction video to the Snyder Cut trailer. And so when the Ezra Miller part came, like when the Flash part came, I would just pause the video and go like, "You want to fight?" And like every time I would just do it every time he's on the screen.
Did
And
you
people
did you ever
hated it.
see his video where he asked Gal Gadot to crush the heteronormative patriarchy?
Oh my God, no, I didn't. Do you have it?
Hold on, I'll get it real quick.
You're gonna pull it up?
Yeah, I'm looking for it right now.
Okay. Yeah, because so like I would say like so the Snyder got cut crowd got really mad at me though. Flash, they were like, "You don't even know him, and he's great, and Snyder Cut's the best, and you don't know what you're talking about." And I was like, "Well, I feel like I always felt like Ezra Miller would have been a better Reverse Flash, like because he's evil. So like I feel like he would have actually been he should have been Reverse Flash, not Flash, and then can't cast Grant Gustin as like actual Flash." Okay, so here's the video that Flash talking about.
So this is him. So they're promoting Justice League.
Okay.
This is when that first came out.
Would you say into the camera, heteropatriarchy, your wrath upon this world is over?
Oh my God.
I want it so bad. Heteropatriarchy, your wrath upon this world is over. Heteropatriarchy. It's like straight men ruling everything. Heteropatriarchy.
She doesn't
like,
want to
no.
do it.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to do it at all.
She does not want to.
Puts her on the
She's
spot.
not interested. Yeah, she's like, I know what you're talking about, and I know how to say the words. I just don't want to because you're a fucking weirdo, and I don't. She's actually a very traditional woman, so she doesn't want to do that.
He put her in a weird spot. I don't know if the rest is on. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, look at his eyebrow too. Do you see his eyebrow?
Yeah, his weirdo eyebrow. Oh my God.
Do your thing. You find a way.
Misogynist, sexist.
Yes.
Your wrath upon this world is over.
That's it.
God, he's so like I can't stand his dude.
That's when I decided I didn't like him.
Oh my God, I hadn't even seen that. So the first time, the weird part is Flash. I actually started like when I first knew about him, I actually liked him because he was in this other movie called I think it was called The Secrets of Being a Wallflower. And he was in it with Emma Watson. And that was the first time I'd ever heard of him. So I watched that movie and I really liked that movie. I loved that movie. But that movie is about this crazy dude who's in like a mental institution. And that dude is played like by Ezra Miller. And he's like having all these like, basically he's like a weirdo and has like all these problems and literally is in like a mental institution. I was like, he's literally playing himself. That's why I liked him because
it sounds like he got the right part.
Yeah. And that was his start. And everyone was like, oh, he's such a great actor. I'm like, yeah, because he's playing himself. I didn't realize he was playing himself, but he was because now he's in the news again. And it says like Ezra Miller arrest prompts emergency Warner Bros. Meeting about Star's future because he went to Hawaii and then he attacked a bunch of folk. I'm sure you heard about that. I think you made videos on that.
I did. People were talking about it before it came out in the press.
Oh my God. What did you think of that? Isn't that crazy?
I think they're not going to do anything. They're just going to kick it down the road and see if this goes away.
I think so
That's
too.
exactly what's going to happen. So
just like with the Choka-bitch thing, because that nothing happened with that. I mean,
nothing. Not even a news article.
No, and I mean, some people like assume that they settled it out of court, and I can see that like being the case, but then nobody heard about it though. Like there's not even a thing about how he settled it out of court.
That video came out. It didn't trend. Nobody covered it. I mean, YouTubers covered it, but like none of the like Rolling Stone didn't put an article on that. Pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I swear nobody covered it, and it just kind of got swept under the rug. And then now this happens.
And then I remember like right after that happened, that was when he came out and was like, I'm a they, them, and like, I'm this and that. And I was one of the people that was like, oh, he probably just came out and said that because he's, in trouble. But then, Ryan Kinnell and other people have been like, no, but he's always been a freak. So it kind of makes sense that he would be a they, them, and a weirdo. And I mean, I guess that's true because he's always been kind of a freak. So I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he's got something wrong with him. I mean, the past week kind of shows that, like going to a bar and lunging at people and taking he took the microphone from some girl in her young 20s and then lunged at some man playing darts, and then has to get a restraining order put on him from the hostel he's staying in. Dude's a millionaire. He's staying in a hostel. Like, what do you do? Like, number one, that's weird. But then he's going in there and steals their cash and their passport and their wallet and busts into their bedroom when they're sleeping. And I swear he said, "I'll kill you and your whore wife" or some shit.
Yeah, he threatened them. He like basically pulled like a home invasion on these people. It was kind of really, really, really fucking weird. And you would think like if anybody else has done that kind of thing, they would be so arrested, like gone. Like, and then here's this guy. And this is what we're talking about when we say like Hollywood privilege and like elitist privilege. This is no consequences so far. This is the first kind of consequence we're seeing right now. Ezra Miller arrest prompts emergency Warner Bros. Meeting about Star's future. What do you think is going down in that meeting? Do you think we're going to see anything happen? Do you think he's going to get fired?
No, they want this to be as quiet as possible because Fantastic Beasts comes out next week. Yeah. And that movie already has multiple things working against it. It has J.K. Rowling controversy with all the people that don't like her. Mm-hmm. It's got firing Johnny Depp and keeping Amber Heard. So that's a huge movement. They're not happy with that movie. And now you've got Ezra Miller pulling this bullshit. Like, this movie has everything working against it now. And the last thing they needed was this. So you know that they're going to try to just cover this up. And I bet you they've shipped him off somewhere, probably somewhere like remote. And so this way he can't cause any more trouble. Because I think the guy's on like some kind of weird drug that makes you go crazy.
He seems like he's on drugs. I mean, like I feel like I don't know, maybe he's on bath salts or something, but he's freaking nuts. Have you seen those like pictures of him where he's like on the red carpet and he's got like multiple faces and stuff like that? Like,
yeah, I mean, he's got a bunch of eyes and he licks the mask he has.
Yeah.
He's weird. He's a weird dude, man.
He's a weird dude. Okay, here, let me pull up the picture because people are probably like, what are you talking about? He can't be this crazy. He is. When you think that Ezra Miller can't get any crazier, you Google him and then something else comes up. This like actually, like the first time I saw this, I thought this was a Photoshop that someone had done, and I was like, "Come on, you guys! Like, it's not fair for you to like make that." But no, this is real. Like he's actually kind of nuts.
Yeah, there's a picture of him wearing a Kong dress. Do you have dogs?
No.
Okay. Well, there's like these Kong toys or like puzzle toys, and one of the things he's wearing looks just like it. It's this black dress thing. It's really strange. It's probably in there.
I think I've seen that when he looks like he's like an alien.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's see. Black dress. Yeah. It already comes up. Yeah. There it is. Yeah. He looks like the freaking, what's it called? The thing from Doctor Who. The aliens from Doctor Who.
I don't. I tried to watch Doctor Who multiple times. I can't get into it.
I don't know why I'm thinking Cylons, but it's not Cylons. I know it's not Cylons because that's Battlestar Galactica. But oh my god, I don't know why I'm spacing out.
I haven't watched that either. I hear it's good.
It's really good, Flash.
I bought the complete series on sale during Black Friday for like $60 on Blu-ray. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna watch it eventually.
That's amazing. You should definitely watch it. It's really, really good. The ending is like a little bit debatable, but compared to what the fuck we get now as entertainment, it's like, a masterpiece. Like I wasn't a fan of yes, thank you. A Dalek. Thank you, Ashby. That's what I was thinking of. He looks like a freaking Dalek in here. But yeah, Battlestar Galactica is really good. You'll really enjoy it. Have you seen Babylon 5?
I don't know.
Babylon 5 is also really good.
Is that that's a show? I haven't seen that.
Yeah. That's also
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's a show. It's a sci-fi show. It's about a space station. It was kind of going on around the same time as DS9. So
that's why I didn't watch it. I was thinking it was a ripoff.
but it wasn't, and it has an amazing story from beginning to the end. Is like freaking just masterpiece. So I definitely recommend you watch that too. I know you're a big anime fan though.
I was gonna say DS9 is great. I wish such a shame we'll never have that in high def.
I know.
I'd love to. I tried to watch it again, but it just looks so awful now. Because I have the original series and next gen on the restored Blu-rays where they kind of just made it look a little bit better, and they look great.
Yeah. I wish we could get that. Why wouldn't we get that? Why do you think that would not happen?
Because they stopped using models and they used effects, and they're all in 420p.
Oh. You made a tweet today that I was like, how dare you? You said Dune is not going to get a sequel. Why? Why did you make that tweet, Flash?
It didn't make any money.
It won all those awards, though. And it did make money, didn't it?
That's not money.
But it made money, too.
Not much.
It didn't?
It was on HBO Max.
I went to the theater to see it. Did it put it on HBO Max at the same time as a theatrical release?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a mistake.
Well, they said they're going to start filming in the summer, and now it's in the fall. Watch them push it back again.
Yeah, I heard the sequel was greenlit. That's what I heard too. I was like, what? I don't know. I hope they get it.
You also have the merger taking place in 2 days. They're already chopping heads.
Oh, yeah.
Bunch of people got chopped today.
Like who? Give us the scoop, Yellow Flash.
Let me pull up the article.
We got it here.
Yeah, there's another bloodbath. I'm trying to find it. Hold on, I'll just go to Deadline.
No worries. While you do that, I'm going to get the super chat. Thank you so much for the $5 slosher. Anyone with money who stays in a hostel is up to no good. Best case scenario, he was trying to screw backpackers and was off his meds. I agree, because that's really like, that's a weird thing to do. It's almost like you might be there looking for a little something that's cheap. I don't know. It's a weird thing to do. Thank you, Slosher. I agree. I think he's psychotic. I really do. Okay, here we go. Warner Media purge continues ahead of Discovery merger. EVP Corp Com Chris C. Huberger, EVP General Counsel Jim Meza, EVP HR Jim Cummings, CFO Jennifer Burry, and more. Damn.
Yeah, there's a big purge, and there's going to be more.
What do you think this means for the Flash movie and the new Batman?
From what I understand, there's a back door for Ben Affleck to come back, and Henry Cavill probably not, but they could always fix that, because I guess Ben Affleck doesn't die in it. Like, he survives the time shift of Flashpoint, so there's options with that. I don't know what's going on with Henry Cavill. I mean, the guy wants to come back. Why they wouldn't do another movie with him still fucking amazes me.
I'm puzzled about this, because everyone likes Henry Cavill as Superman.
Yeah, everybody.
Everybody, like even people like me who actually don't like Man of Steel, the movie. Like, I don't like the movie at all, but I think he's the best Superman. I think he's amazing as Superman. It's a mistake. It's a terrible mistake. Everybody loves him. I mean, women love him. They think he's freaking hot. Gay dudes love him. They think he's freaking hot. And straight dudes love him.
Something for everybody.
Yeah, and straight dudes love him because he just looks good as Superman. They're like, yeah, this dude's pretty good. And he's a passionate fan. And that's why a lot of other straight dudes like yourself like him too, because he's clearly passionate about what he does. It's just so bizarre. Why do you think, Flash, that the studios don't want to make money?
It's all about the message. Well, there's this weird ESG thing that I don't really have down enough to explain it, where it's like a social capital. And all of these big companies like BlackRock that are buying up everything, like they're all pushing this ESG thing. It's literally not even about money anymore.
Clearly, because it's like Everybody's just doing shit to like put their political messaging, and nobody cares about anything anymore. Disney just wants to groom kids now. It's just like it's become really, really bizarre. I find the whole thing extremely bizarre.
Yeah, it's social engineering,
It is.
basically, is what's going on. And I mean, this whole thing, like doing like the Disney thing is crazy to watch, because if they lose their self-governorship, from what I understand, like they're going to be paying a lot of money in taxes because they have a huge area of land that they own. Have you ever been to Orlando?
I haven't, but I've heard it's like massive.
It's massive. The area of Orlando that they own is huge. It's amazing how big it is. And they own all that, and they don't have to pay, like, if they were a normal business, didn't have these, I don't know all the details, but they get a lot of tax breaks. Basically, they don't have to work with the city because they have their own city. It's like their own little city, so they have their own people they hire to do this shit. They'll lose all of that status.
Yeah, because it's kind of like it's sort of, from what I understand it, like the way a university runs. It's kind of like they're like a privatized entity in a way. That's why they have their own like Disneyland, not Disneyland, Disney World jail, and like they have their own thing. I mean, obviously, if somebody dies there, the cops have to come and figure it out. But for little stuff, they pretty much have it covered. It's a really strange situation with Disney too, with the whole like grooming thing. And man, I just can't understand why people keep going to these parks, especially like Disney parks. Like, people need to stop going. That's the one thing that I would think, that if you want to stop paying money to Disney, don't just cancel Disney Plus. Don't go to the parks, because that's how they get their money, is most of the time the parks. Do you go to the parks at all?
Not in a while. Universal's better anyway.
Yeah, Universal is better. I used to go every year, Flash. Every year I would go to Disneyland, and I haven't gone there for at least 3-4 years now.
The only one that I really have fun with as an adult is like Epcot, because if you go with a couple of friends, you can drink around the world. Because they literally, have you ever been to Epcot?
No, I've never been to
Is that only in Florida?
Lands. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's only in Florida. I've never been to the.
It's basically a bunch
parks.
of cultures, and that's what it is. And so each little spot has food and like art and stuff for that spot of the world. So you can drink, like every culture has their own drinks. So it's fun to go with some friends and just like drink around the world. That's basically it.
I would love to do that. That sounds like a lot of fun. But mind you, again, I don't drink all that much, but I would just take a sip. Like, I'd be like, okay, I'll take a sip of this and a sip of this. And then I would get totally drunk by the end of the whole world tour. I'll be like, wait, actually, that's not a good idea, because that's mixing. That gets you really in trouble.
It's a lot of different mixing, because it's like, you go to Germany, you get a beer.
Yeah.
And then you go to Japan, you get some sake. Yeah. So it's like it's rough. But
dude, well, Mexico, obviously tequila.
Oh, yeah, gotta get a margarita.
Yeah, I gotta get a margarita. Oh my God, margaritas mess me up, Yellow Flash. You don't mess me up. The other thing that messes me up is like Cosmos. I'll drink dude, I drank 2 Cosmos once, and then I drank a third one, and the third one was not a good idea. It was. So that's the one that, like, the one that tips you over, and you're like, why did I do that to myself?
See, I see somebody in the chat agreeing the Epcot is the best for the reasons I'm saying. Yes.
Nice. Yeah, I want to go really bad. One of these days I'm going, once you guys stop asking for freaking jab passes. I'll come back, because I'm still pure blood. Ayakashi Ronan, thank you so much for the 2. Says, no Disney ever. Berserk is better.
It's true.
Yeah, that's very, very true. Berserk is great. That's all very interesting stuff, though. I still hate Ezra Miller, and I hope he. It's a weird thing, because I want the movie to be canceled, but I know it won't be. Because it's like, what are they going to do? There's no way that they're going to fire him and be like, we're not going to air your movie. And even if they fire him, they're still gonna put the movie out, and then it'll be like, okay, we're gonna like not cast you as the Flash anymore after that. It's gonna be really strange. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Well, back in the day, they used to just recast people, but I don't, they don't do that anymore.
They don't do that anymore.
So I don't know. I hope they'll just recast him. That'd be great. I don't like him.
I
don't
hope
see him
they
changing.
recast him. Oh my God, that'd be amazing. If they recast him, okay, that's a good question. If they recast him, who do you want to see as the Flash?
I don't know. Somebody young.
I like Grant Gustin. I think he should be the Flash.
I'm gonna get a good look what he looks like again.
Because he's the CW Flash. And
the CW Flash. Yeah, don't watch it. They can't bring him in. They've already established that that's a different universe.
Oh, that's true. So they can't be like, oh, here's the same guy. That won't work.
Oh, people are calling for it now. Flash fans want Grant Gustin to replace Ezra Miller. He's not a psychopath.
Let's go. Grant Gustin. I'm on the Grant Gustin team. See, this is an interesting comment. Grant Gustin from season 1 or 2, not the later ones. Because season 1 and 2 were amazing, and then CW went extremely woke. The Grant Gustin from season 1 and 2, I mean, it's the same guy. He's just dealing with a different script and a different team, and like everyone went woke and crazy, and TDS hit. So the whole everything changed. So, but it's the same guy. He knows how to act. But I'm one of those people. I'm on the Grant Gustin team.
I can't get into the CW shows except for Superman and Lois. Because they all have love triangles and all this shit, and that just kills it for me.
Dude, they're
I couldn't watch Arrow.
Yeah, I mean, they're totally for teens. I loved Arrow, and that's why I started getting into Flash, because I started watch Arrow. I didn't know anything about the DC universe other than Superman and Batman. So when I started watching Arrowverse, I really got into it. And then Arrow was really good in season 1 and 2 and 3. It was so good. It was good TV. And then, like I said, everything went woke. And then they had Legends of Tomorrow. And it was, season 1 and 2 were great. And then season 3 was fucking trash, woke. So if you're ever going to watch it, I would say watch the first 2 seasons and then be like, bye.
Yeah, I'm never going to watch. I got so much shit to watch.
Yeah, I know. There's so much more anime to watch. I was going to tell you about a really good anime because I know I heard you cried.
Cry. It's exaggerated.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know if it is.
I said it was it was getting a little emotional in the side eye. Nothing even came out.
Oh. So you didn't actually cry on stream?
No.
There's no evidence. I can't go find it.
No.
There's a really good anime though, Flash. It's called Monster. And this freaking thing, it's a long one. It's a long anime, but if you because I read that you really like Death Note. And I really like Death Note too. I think it's great. But I think Monster might be a little bit better for me. Just a little bit. It's a psychological thriller. It's historically accurate, and it's wild. It's a really good story. I think you would really, really enjoy it, and you won't cry. I don't think you will cry. I'm not sure. Maybe.
I probably won't. No.
I don't know. I don't know if he'll cry. Flash lies. He cried so much. Do you know this for a fact, Mad Master Porky? Because I feel like I need video evidence of him crying.
The only thing you'll find is them roasting me for 6 hours. Everybody else on the stream.
Oh my God. Speaking of people being roasted, dude, Will Smith is going to get roasted by the Academy. They moved up the date to decide on Will Smith sanctions to April 8th. So in 2 days, his fate will be decided of whether or not he's going to get to keep his Oscar. Do you think he will?
Yeah, they didn't even take Harvey Weinstein's away.
That's what
I didn't know that until a while ago. So it's like, I don't know. You take his away. You should have taken, first off, he's 10 times worse than Will Smith. So I think he should be kicked out for a couple of years. Unable to be nominated, not allowed in the room, and then, let him come back.
I agree with you. I don't think they should take his Oscar away. I think, just like you, I think that they should, reprimand him. You can't be nominated and you can't be, allowed in the building for a couple of years. And then, it's kind of like a slap on the wrist. Really, he needs a slap. It was a
He's
pun,
already
dude.
he's already getting a lot. I mean, he's not going to be in a movie for like probably 2 years. All of his movies have been paused. So, and he looks like a fool. I mean, think of the humiliation he's went through. Like he's having he's had his bad time. Like the whole internet thinks he's a joke. He knows.
What's so crazy is I still hear like this was all a setup, and I'm like, how is this a setup if all like he's dealt the aftermath that has come? If it was a setup, everyone involved would benefit, and he has not benefited.
Yeah, he
looks like shit.
Yeah. I mean, look at his, like, all this shit comes out. All the shit comes out on his wife now. It's back in the limelight. This was already out there.
Yeah.
So now that dude, that August guy, making fun of him in a song.
Oh my God, yeah, he like made a rap song about. Oh my God. It's so bizarre, man. But it's so weird because I think so many people are just so black-pilled on everything that has to do with like media that they just can't believe that something like this would even happen, and then they're not involved. Like people are like, this was all rehearsed because they rehearse everything at the Oscars, and I'm like, sometimes they go off script, and this was one of those times. I don't know.
Yeah, you could tell by Chris Rock's reaction that was not planned.
Yeah, I don't think it was planned either.
Because people were analyzing that, if you slowed it down and looked, like he had his fist cocked, he was ready to punch him in the face.
Yeah, and then he didn't. Have you ever seen the show Boondocks?
Yeah, the with the racist guy.
Yeah, with Ruckus.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, so there's an episode that describes what happened between Chris Rock and Will Smith. It's called the N-word moment. Obviously, they say the whole word. I won't. But that's literally what happened, I think, like at the Oscars, except Chris Rock didn't play along. Like he was like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna not do that. Like, thankfully, he didn't escalate the N-word moment, but I think that's what happened.
Yeah, I agree.
Have you ever seen the N-word moment scene?
No.
You haven't seen it?
No, I've only seen a few. I haven't seen the entire series.
If I play the N-word moment on YouTube, would I get like in trouble?
Well, it's black people saying it.
Yeah, I mean, we're just watching the show.
You're not saying it.
No. But I wonder if I would get hit on this. Let's see. We're just going to watch it anyways. Who cares? It's only 1:22. All right, let's see. 1 minute, 22 seconds. There's video clips of it online. This should be all right. I hope. Here we go.
Watch where you walking, nigga. Hey, what you say, nigga?
Watch closely. You're about to experience a nigga moment. Webster defines the nigga moment as a moment when ignorance overwhelms the mind of an otherwise logical Negro male.
What did you say, bitch, nigga? Hey, squeeze it, nigga.
Causing him to act in an illogical, self-destructive manner, i.e., like a nigga.
Oh my God. This show is so good.
Nigga moments are unpredictable.
Hey, wait, man, wait. This is stupid. Hey, you right, dawg. Look, let's put the guns away and go on about our business. Freeze!
But they all end up category. Nigga moments will be the third leading killer of black men behind pork chops and FEMA. It's a fact.
FEMA.
How a nigga moment affects a white man.
Prick. Watch where you walking, bitch.
What did you... Wait a minute. I'm white.
Where you going? Don't you ignore me. This is a perfectly good moment to throw your life away.
God, this is such a good show. Way ahead of its time too. God, I love this show. Aya Kashin Ronan, thank you so much for the 2. It says Taboo is an amazing series. Ooh, I've heard that's good. Have you seen it?
No,
Is that anime?
I think so.
Let me see. I'm Googling it right now. Oh no, this is it's a show with Tom Hardy, I think.
Well, I guess because he has an anime sounding name.
Yeah, it does have an anime sounding name. I've heard
Probably a
this show is
character
good.
from Ronin.
It's a BBC television drama. I've heard this is good. I'm gonna have to watch it. I like Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy's hot. Thank you for the €2. Okay. So yeah, Will Smith got screwed, basically. But by any chance, did you see my video on the situation with those people, the Smiths?
No, I haven't.
It's like one of my first viral videos, and I was like so happy. I was like, "Yay, 50K!" But I talked about it because I saw I saw a Red Table Talk episode with Jada Pinkette Smith, where she's talking about narcissism and how narcissism affects relationships when you're in a narcissistic relationship. And when I was watching the show, I was like, this is so bizarre, because she's like literally describing herself and like the relationship she's in. So it was very weird. So I like basically like took that and I broke it down of what is actually happening between them and the kind of relationship they're in. So if you want to see that, that's on the channel, everybody. You should check that out. I just put out a follow-up video to that too, because there was a lot of interesting comments on there. Yeah, a lot of good comments about the Boondocks. Yeah, Boondocks is definitely one of its kind. That show would never be made today. Like, no way. I think one of the Oscar chicks, not Amy Schumer, not Wanda Sykes, the other chick. You know the other chick? She was one of the voices in the Boondocks. I think she voiced like Riley or someone.
Yeah, I didn't even tune in till the slap happened. I was
dude.
I was one of the giant spikes that showed up after the slap.
That's hilarious. You know what's so funny is I didn't tune in until the thing either, but I was like, I'm not gonna give them my view still. So I went and found the stream like on like a VPN thing.
I was streaming Elden Ring the whole time the Oscars were on, until people in my chat started telling me about what happened. I'm like, get out of here. Mm-hmm. And I went and checked it out. And well, we've been talking about it for 2 weeks now.
I know, isn't it? That's the other bizarre thing. Like, I thought it would be over by now, and then it didn't. It's not over, and it's not going to be over for a while. I mean, it's at least until for another 2 days until we find out what happens with his Oscar.
Yeah, I think a lot of the stuff is shifting off of him and onto his wife. For a lot of the stuff that you said, like, she seems like evil. Like, I don't know. It's kind of his fault for not divorced. Like, just leave her. But I think the dude's just mad for her, and she's just a bitch. Well,
they're in a narcissistic codependent relationship. So he's codependent on her. Like, he can't leave her because they just both feed the bad parts of themselves, and they can't separate because he's stuck. He's in love with her, and he just can't leave her. It's really sad.
Did you see the clip where he's talking about, her 40th birthday, I'm going to give her the greatest party. I planned it for 3 years. And when I put it on, she said it was about my ego.
No, I haven't seen that. Oh my God, there's so much stuff surfacing. Do you have it handy?
No, I don't have it handy. I saw it on Twitter and talked about it in the video. But like he talked about because it's 40 years old. This is rough time for people, so I'm just gonna make it. Like she crushes it. He planned it for 3 years, and she said it was about him and shot it down and made him feel like shit.
What a fucking, I'm telling you, man, she's a narcissist. Like full blown narcissist. Rox M says, Nina, has Nina slapped Yellow Flash yet? No. Why would I do that? I like Yellow Flash. And he hasn't said a bad joke about my alopecia. Wait, I don't have alopecia, so why would I slap? 200 Watt Studios for 2 says, Nina, please do a cat noise. No. Stop it, 200 Watt Studio. Besides, if you want me to do cat noises, you're going to have to pay way more than that, dude. No.
It's up 200 Watt Studios.
This was funny. I came across this article that I thought was kind of funny. For April Fools, 300 drones formed a QR code that rickrolled Dallas on April Fool's Day.
Is that real?
Yeah, it's real.
That really happened?
Yeah, check this out.
That's kind of funny.
Oh wait, I went.
Yeah, you'll get.
I clicked the full screen button, and it didn't work. Hold on a second. I'll just mute it, but it's going to the video. So there's the thingy. And it actually like goes to the video.
That's pretty funny.
I think it was in Dallas, right? Yeah. That's funny. Did you do anything funny for April Fools?
Yeah, I took Dan Vast's joke and just posted I was going to quit, and then it went to his video doing Rick Roll.
Oh my God.
Because he put out a cover of the Rick Roll song on April Fool's Day and said he was done.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. I didn't see that. Dan Vasquez is really hot.
I thought that was hilarious. So I put I quit in a photo on Twitter and just used that link. Boosted up. That video did pretty good.
Nice.
So he got like 60, 70,000 K that day from it.
That's amazing. That's a really good video. I saw something else you posted today, and I was like, "Whoa, what is this about?" I got all my content from you today on Twitter.
Did you see the Doctor Strange poster?
No, what's that? What happened?
So, if you want to pull that up,
okay, is it on your Twitter?
It was. I took it down because people weren't getting it. So maybe I'll make a video on it.
Okay, so what do I Google? Doctor Strange poster?
Wanda's in the front for all of them. I got it. Hold on. Check this out.
Oh, is it the one that Gary posted? I think Gary posted it with like MCU.
Here, I just shared my screen. There's a couple of them. So these I haven't seen. But as you can see in this one, Wanda right in the front. Doctor Strange in the background like Thanos. Even in this one, Wanda in the front. Doctor Strange in the back like Thanos. They even put America Chavez down.
Oh my God, is that America Chavez? Oh my God.
He looks like he's the villain of the movie. And I think he is, but still, like Wanda's in the most prominent part of the poster. She's dead center. Front center on the poster. And then this isn't even the biggest one. Look at this one. And
yeah, this
holding
one
devil
I saw.
horns up. He's right in the back like he's Thanos. She's front and center. She's the highlight of it. It's going to be bait and switch. She's going to be the hero at the end of the day. I guarantee it.
I don't disagree. I mean, I was telling Gary on the BBC that like if the real BBC that like I wouldn't mind if they teamed up against like a bigger villain. Like that would be fun. But like it just seems more and more that she's going to be the good person that's going to rescue everyone and he's going to be the evil one. And because you even see it in the commercial, like there's a commercial like in the trailer where like he meets himself and it's like the evil version of himself. It's like the what if
Yeah.
thing. Because I don't know if you saw What If, but they did
No, I
like
didn't
the
watch
evil
it.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah, they had actually that was probably their best What If episode was the evil Doctor Strange one. And then so it seems like they took that and then they were like, yeah, let's do the movie about evil Doctor Strange.
But look, she's
So-
the most important person in that poster. I don't care how big Doctor Strange is. She's the most important person in that poster. She's front and center, right in
Yeah.
the center. That's the first time. That's the first thing you're going to look at is her. Like she's going to be the hero of the movie or maybe the main character. I don't know. Doctor Strange is going to be a guest star in his own movie. I guarantee it. Or he'll be a fool and she'll save him the whole movie.
What does Lofty think of this? Do you know?
Very excited. Very excited. But this isn't even a one-off. I find it funny. Like even in these other posters, boom, front and center, front and center. You know, if it was
this one, the other one is the worst one because he's giving like the devil signal too.
Yeah, he's got the devil horns for Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like the Illuminati or whatever you want to call it. Like, oh my God. How transparent are these people now, eh? Like, this is wild.
Yeah, there you go. The most important WandaVision in the multiverse of madness.
I know. It's like, how is this called? Yeah, why is it not called Wanda and the Multiverse of Madness? Why is it called Doctor Strange? I mean, if the movie was called Wanda or Scarlet Witch and the Multiverse of Madness, we would be like, okay, well, it's called Scarlet Witch. But this is supposed to be Doctor Strange's movie. God, what a
Not anymore.
No. Test site, thank you for the $10. Says, the Morning Star Web. Well played, Belmont, but I am no ordinary vampire to be harmed by your human magics. I am Vlad Dracula Tapish, and I have had enough on a Castlevania kick. Go, Nina. I like Castlevania. Did you see it?
I stopped watching it because I heard Alucard gets fucked in the ass.
He does.
I'm like, that's a little too much for me.
I don't think he gets it up the ass, but he just gets fucked. I don't remember it being in the ass, but he does kill them, the people that does it. Like, does that make you feel better?
I don't know. I got so much to watch anyway. Look at this. I want to show you this.
Okay.
In relation to that poster.
Thank you for the super chat test. I really like Castlevania.
So comparing that to the other poster, who are the most important people in this poster? The Avengers, right? They're front and center.
They're front and center.
Got them right here. Who's in the background?
Thanos.
They literally made Doctor Strange Thanos in his own poster.
Yeah, he's like the enemy. Who's the first guy? Is that what's
This
his
is
name?
Spider-Man.
I thought it was Star-Lord for a second. Oh, okay, yeah. Because it was a little too far. Oh, okay. Spider-Man.
But you got Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Black Widow, front and center.
Yeah.
Front and center.
Yeah. Which should be the way because these are the original Avengers, like Iron Man, Thor.
I mean, it says Avengers,
Captain
right?
America.
I expect them to be front and center as the heroes.
Yep.
But not in the Doctor Strange movie. In the Doctor Strange movie, Wanda is front and center on the poster. The most important people are front and center.
That's still when the MCU was good. And the MCU, like it died with Endgame. I think it's over.
Yeah, I'll just shoehorn in the Spider-Man movie. That'll be the ending.
Yeah, yeah, true. Because I freaking love that movie. I just rewatched it the other night because I was just like, I like Spider-Man. I'm such a Spider-Man girl. Like I just love Spider-Man so much.
Comes out in 4K Blu-ray the 12th. That's when I'll watch it again.
Nice. I'm gonna have to get that for sure. I've just always been like such a Spider-Man girl, and when this movie came out, I was a little worried, like kind of like with Doctor Strange. I was like, what's gonna happen? But I freaking hated Tom Holland's Spider-Man Flash. But he made it. He finally became Spider-Man for me in this last movie. I was like, okay, they finally wrapped up his like, his arc of being a little boy and a little bitch. And I feel like they finally turned him into Spider-Man, and that made me happy. What do you think about the Tom Holland Spider-Man journey?
I liked Homecoming. I did not like the second one.
I didn't like the second one.
The one
either.
where he's in France or wherever with Mysterio. I hated that movie.
Me too. That was a trash Spider-Man movie. That's what made me hate Tom Holland Spider-Man. I was like, I fucking hate this movie.
Like most of the movie, he's not even in New York City. And he belongs in New York. That's where Spider-Man is supposed to be. So like Batman and Gotham. It just didn't really feel like a Spider-Man movie to me. The first one, there's a lot of stuff I liked. I liked Michael Keaton.
Yeah, me too.
There was some good stuff in that movie, like where he pushes all the equipment off of him.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really iconic moment in the comics where he kind of just has to bring up all that strength. I like that. The second movie, no. Third movie, I liked.
Yeah,
I don't mind him as Spider-Man. I thought he was really good in Civil War.
I did too. This is why I disliked the second movie a lot, because I liked him in Civil War and I liked him in his first movie. But then after Endgame, I thought he was going to grow up and become Spider-Man and like be like, I'm Spider-Man now. Like, I've experienced this like galactic war. I fought aliens. I lost my best friend and my mentor. Like, like he freaking Iron Man died. So I thought like Iron Man was going to kind of be like his Uncle Ben. And he was going to be like, I'm going to grow up now and be a man and blah, blah, blah. And then he comes home and he's a little bitch. I was like, what is this movie? I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Yeah, that first one. There were some good scenes in that first Homecoming movie, like when he's in the car with Liz and Michael Keaton, and he figures it out and he pulls that gun at him.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
that was
like
good stuff.
That was a great scene. There was a lot of shit I liked in that movie. The second one, awful movie.
Oh, so bad. That's what ruined his Spider-Man for me. Speaking of Michael Keaton, though, did you see Morbius?
No. Second Marvel movie I've ever skipped. First one was Eternals. Now we're skipping Morbius. I've also skipped Moon Knight and What If. Like I'm getting kind of done.
I didn't watch Eternals. I didn't watch Shang-Chi. But I watched Morbius because, like I said, I love Spider-Man. And so I was like, Morbius is like very prominent character in the Spider-Man universe. And Black Cat is like one of my favorite characters of all time. And you know how like Morbius and Black Cat have like this thing. So I was like, oh my God, like I gotta see Morbius. I had to see it. Boy.
Wasn't that before he turned into I remember that from the cartoon.
Yeah, like that's how I knew it too, like the 90s animated cartoon. Because
Yeah.
like she was into Spider-Man, and then she met Michael Morbius, and then she was like, she found out later on that Michael Morbius was like the vampire, and then decided to help him like regain his humanity and blah blah blah.
I've always found
it's really nice.
I've always found Felicia Hardy and Peter Parker funny because Felicia Hardy wants to bang Spider-Man. She's in love she loves the idea of Spider-Man, but she finds Peter Parker gross.
Yeah, she hates him. She's like,
She
you're
thinks
gross.
he's
Ugh.
gross.
Yeah. I always love that too. See, look, I have hang on, I'll show you this. I like her so much. I got a little black cat. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I see it. I love it.
And he's got it's got the Spider-Man in the window. So he's like stalking her. It's funny. I like that shit. It's good stuff.
They've just now been cool again in the comics, like a year ago. Because for the longest time, when Dr. Octopus took over Peter Parker's body in the comic, you know what I'm talking about? Superior Spider-Man.
I don't.
She goes and meets him, and she's like, "Hey, Spider," and he just punches her in the face and calls the cops.
Oh no!
She's like, "Why are you doing this to me?" So she was like out to kill him for like years.
Oh no!
Because she didn't believe his story that Dr. Octopus took over his body.
Oh, that's
So over a
hilarious.
couple of years, she wanted to kill Spider-Man because of that, and he was always trying to explain to her it was not me.
Oh my God, that sounds hilarious. There was somebody made this thing, by the way, for me. Well, for all of us at the real BBC. Did you happen to see it? It was posted on Twitter. It featured you.
Oh,
And I
I'm
was
in
like,
this?
yeah, you're in this. I was like, I'm not sure why, but they decided to add you, and I thought it was really funny. So this is thank you for Release McCracken made this. Hold on.
I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss. I'm a shine like glass. I'm a bitch. I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss. I'm a shine like glass. I'm a bitch. I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss. I'm a shine like glass. I'm a bitch.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, they put me in a dress. Okay.
most likely to cry for 4 hours straight. Wow. So there we go. There's the video proof of you crying. Okay, before you leave, because I have this in the title, so let's talk about this before you go. Well, not title, in the description. I saw this thing. Your president is a freaking joke. Did you see this?
No, I read about it though. Everyone just forgets about him.
Yeah, he's lost, dude. It's really sad. Everybody forgets about him, and they think that like he's like he Obama is the one getting all the attention. He almost looks like, I don't know, he's not the president. Look at this. It's like everybody's just talking to Brack.
They pushed him out. She's right next to Kamala Harris.
Yeah, like it's
right
like
next
as if
to him.
Yeah, it's like as if Obama's president and Kamala Harris is vice president, and he's just in the background. He's like the fucking Doctor Strange of this story.
Like he's trying to get, hey, talk to me. He's just
my
ignoring him. Look at that.
He's ignoring him. He's like, he's got his hand on his shoulder, trying to get Brock's attention, and Brock is like, fuck off. I'm not going to talk to you. Biden is like the Doctor Strange of the story. He's like in the background. Nobody cares. Not the media. Look at this guy. He's just looking straight ahead. He's not even, I don't know what's going on with that guy. I don't know. I just thought this was funny.
That's embarrassing.
Nobody cares. Oh man, it's so sad. And it's, I don't know, they hated Trump. And this guy, he's just he doesn't even have his faculties. A lot of people do speculate that Obama's actually president and is actually running the show. This kind of, I don't know, this video kind of insinuates that, don't you think?
Neither of them are the ones in charge.
So are you talking about like the deep state being in charge then?
Well, the rich people we're an oligarchy.
Okay.
We're not even a democracy. We're an oligarchy.
All right.
So
that's fair.
whatever they want, that's what happens.
That's a pretty good theory. I like it.
It's true.
You're not wrong. I don't think you're right. I mean, I think it's like they're all puppets, you know, deep state, oligarchy, all that stuff. Buford T. Justice for $9.99. Nina, tell Gary to be more punctual. Thoughts on all the firings at Warner Bros. Just before the merger? We just talked about the firings of the Warner Bros. I don't really have thoughts on it because, I mean, I don't really give a shit if they get fired. Everybody should get fired. I don't care. I don't really care.
I think it's great, and these people have had it coming. One of them, I forget who, is responsible for firing Johnny Depp.
Oh,
and
that person got to go.
Yeah.
Bye.
DC Comics hoping they get a big slash Hoping to see another. They had one before. They called it the bloodbath
Yeah, I
because
remember
they
that.
got rid of a bunch of people. So I'm hoping to see one of those again.
Yeah, me too.
Let's get them from sharing 2 desks down to 1 desk.
Definitely. I think they all need to go. Clean house. But with regards to telling Gary to be more punctual, I'm not his keeper. Gary's gonna do what Gary's gonna do, and it's just the way it is. It's just the way.
He arrives precisely when he means to.
Exactly. He is the wizard, and he will arrive precisely.
He even
when
looks
he
like a
needs to.
wizard, so you
He
can't.
is.
And you can't say that it's wrong.
No. Test site, thank you so much for the $10. Says it's sad they're doing this to Strange. Morbius and Ghost Rider are probably my favorite to read. Something about them hooked me with their comics. And yes, wasn't big on Alucard getting, I wasn't either. I was very upset when it happened. But then what happened to them kind of was like, it was lethargic because I was like, okay, that's fine because he ended up basically getting his revenge, and that I'm okay with that. I'm okay, and it had a good ending to it, so I'm okay with that.
Ghost Rider's a badass character.
Ghost Rider is a badass character. I like Nick Cage as Ghost Rider. Did you like him as that?
Yeah, it wasn't so much him; it was the script. I just love motorcycles, and demon on a motorcycle. That's cool to me.
Yeah, it's badass. Flash, I know you got to go because it's like an hour into the show now. So thank you for being here. You are amazing for coming to hang out with me. Tell me before you leave, though, just last thoughts real quick, because I saw you post this. Tell me what you think of this. UFOs left radiation burns and unaccounted for pregnancies, new Pentagon report claims.
Yeah, I'd love to read the actual report. I always find this stuff interesting, even though they black everything out that's important.
Those are the fun parts, and they're always blacking it out.
But the pregnancies thing I found hilarious. So somewhere out there, I guarantee you there's some dude and some woman came home after hanging out with some guy and told him that, the aliens got me pregnant. So some dude out there is, raising an alien baby.
Oh my God. That probably did happen several times.
That's one of the conspiracies, though, that they impregnate women and then take the babies to make a mixed race.
Yeah, that was kind of like the plot for the Steven Spielberg E.T. show. Do you remember that one?
E.T.?
It was like the movie? It wasn't E.T., but it was like no, Steven Spielberg alien show. He had an alien show. I forget what it's called. It was with Dakota Fanning.
People are saying They Live. Is that it?
No, it wasn't They Live. It was Taken. It was Taken.
Taken? With Liam Neeson?
No, it was a show.
The show?
Yeah.
About aliens?
Yeah, it was about aliens abducting people and like making them pregnant and then having like alien babies. And it was wild. Yeah.
That sounds like an interesting show.
It was pretty good. The ending was but it was really good. Like at the time I was like pretty hooked on it. It was wild at the time. And Dakota Fanning was like the little girl, like the little alien girl, and she was like really small in it. So that was like one of her, like I think it was like her start, like how she got her start as an actress.
I love alien stuff. I find it fascinating. UFOs, all that, some of my favorite stuff to watch.
Yeah, me too. I love that kind of stuff. Yeah, it was Taken. Here's a picture of it, so you can just so you know what I'm talking about.
Remember on YouTube when you used to be able to find that all the time?
Like, yes.
All kinds of conspiracy, wild shit, UFO videos, like all that is gone. Now, if you look up UFO videos, it's like CNN or something. I don't want to watch CNN's coverage of this. I want to see the guy that thinks like they're going to come out and like eat people and all that stuff. That stuff's entertaining.
Yeah, that's what happened when they took out Alex Jones. It's like that was the purge of all the like they came for Alex Jones, and then they came for like all the conspiracy theory, like alien channels, and like they took all that shit out. And we were like, yeah, at the time we were like, you know, first they came for Alex Jones and the conspiracy channels, and no one said anything, and now they're gonna come for you. And like when they come for you, you'll say something, and then you know, now here we are. This is what happened with YouTube. Now you can't barely freaking speak on here now since that all went down.
You think these guys would bounce back on like BitChute or Odyssey or something, and they just don't.
They don't. It's weird. And I want them to, because I like those videos.
Yeah, they were great.
I love that shit, man. I love that shit. One night when you're doing like flashcasts, we should do like a paranormal flashcast.
Yeah, I'd like to. I'm talking to this UFO channel came into my chat, and I can contact them. I want to have them on and talk about this shit because I find it interesting.
I do too. I used to watch the Exozone with Gary and Doomcock all the time. That was good times.
Yeah, I love that show.
I was a huge Art Bell fan. That's how I found out about Alex Jones, through Art Bell. Rest in peace.
Like I posted I actually talked with Gary and the other day about this shit I found about this. I just stumbled sometimes you'll find something. It's a CEO, and she called up. She get everything going for her, but she called her husband and her mother were in the same room, and she was going off about how we're living in the Matrix and everything's a joke. And then she disappeared and was found dead with no odd, like her death was like ruled out as like they don't know what happened.
No,
like she was just found dead in a car.
I remember that. I think I remember that.
He's like,
oh
is there anything more to this? I said, no, there's nothing more. It's so weird. And it's
so
such
crazy.
a fascinating story, and there's nothing else. Nothing else.
Is that the chick that like hung herself or something? And then
No,
they were like,
she was found dead in her car. Like, and they don't even know. Like, there were no signs of the death as to what happened. Hold on. I posted on Twitter. I said this was interesting.
yeah, there was another one that was really similar to what you said, and she was found dead, and she was like she, and they were saying that she hung herself, and she she couldn't have hung herself because of the way the position she was in, like hung from, like it couldn't have happened that way. It was wild.
Erin Valenti is her name. Erin Valenti.
Look this up. Erin Valenti. I love this kind of stuff, like this kind of talk. Not that this happened to her, but it's just it's weird. It's weird. I'm gonna have to look into this. Thanks, Flash.
Yeah, there's not like that's pretty much. There's not much
that's
else
the story.
Yeah, that's the story.
Yeah,
she was an up and coming, rising, like successful woman. Was a CEO of a tech company. She has a YouTube channel. I watched like 2 of her videos of her just like touring her office.
It says we're in the Matrix, tech CEO cryptic last words, and it's on YouTube.
I don't know if her phone call is on YouTube. She was talking to her husband and her mother.
This is like a 20-minute long video.
Yeah, it's not even a 20-minute long story. It's
I know, right? There was the other person that was like really trippy is like the president of Japan, like his sorry, not the president, the emperor of Japan, like his wife is like a huge UFO believer and like alien believer, and she thinks like there's aliens, and she talks about that. Like she talks about how she like was abducted and like all this stuff. Have you heard about that?
No, I haven't heard about that.
Yeah, you should look into that. Her stories are pretty crazy. And like everyone's like, yeah, and like they like the Japanese media tries to like distance themselves from her because she's not, they think she's nuts. But she's like a hardcore believer in like aliens and stuff.
Yeah, the alien stuff is interesting. I don't know. I would the UFOs, who knows what's in them, but
UFOs is just like unidentified flying objects. That could be like anything.
Yeah.
But like the alien abduction stories, that's when it gets wild because you're like, okay, this is not just about like, I saw some sort of aircraft that I didn't know what it's like. And then and then you have people with like burn scars and like fetuses missing or like, different things, cattle mutilations. Those things are really trippy.
Those are interesting. You ever seen the pictures of those?
Yes.
Yeah, they're really crazy.
Did you know there's recent one?
There's humans that have had that stuff done to them as well.
I know.
You just don't hear about it that much.
Yeah, you don't. There was a recent cattle mutilation that I was actually like reading about like the other day, and I was like, holy shit. And like you don't hear about it like anywhere. It says it happened in Oregon. Here, let me share the article. This is like creepy shit, you guys. Sorry. This show turned a little weird. But this is it. It says no logical explanation. Hey, why did you refresh? What the hell happened to my article? Go back. No logical explanation. Oh my God.
Oh, they want you to pay.
They want me to pay. No, well, I have another source. Don't worry. I have another source. You won't get me. No logical explanation in cattle mutilation at Oregon Ranch. Bear Valley, a mutilated bull mysteriously turned up dead at a ranch in Bear Valley last month with body parts removed. According to a February 28 incident report by Oregon State Police, a rancher called a wildlife trooper to report a bull had been killed and mutilated on his ranch with its testicles, scrotum, tongue, and lips precisely removed. So that's pretty weird. The police division said that the injuries to the bull were consistent with a pattern observed in similar cattle mutilations. It's puzzling. The best word to describe it is bizarre. And that's pretty much, the cause of death is unknown. They don't know why it happened. They can't figure it out. Some weird stuff.
There's all kinds of weird stuff, like the people disappearing in parks. That's an interesting story. The 411. You ever seen that?
I don't know.
Just people that go missing.
Stuff?
No. It's these people that go like they vanish. You turn around, they're gone.
Do they end up in other places?
Sometimes, but they're usually dead.
Yeah,
like, it'll be like this 3-year-old kid that vanishes, and they'll find him like 10 miles away up like a mountain.
Yeah,
There'd be no way this kid could get up there. And it's usually they'll find maybe some clothes, pieces of bones. Like they usually don't find the entire body. If they do find the body, it's usually just bones, like little pieces of bones broken up. And
that's so creepy.
Like it's really weird. And they just vanish. They'll be ahead of you or behind you. You'll turn around and
they're gone. Yeah, I've heard of stuff like that. And then like a lot of that stuff is like associated with Bigfoot stuff. And like there was one where this one guy actually like turned up and then you never heard about it again because it was like he turned up out of nowhere. He was reported missing in some state. I forget what it was. And then he turned up in another state completely like, miles and miles away, like thousands of miles away, like in another state. And then he was naked, like bare naked. And he was found and they were like, they arrested him because they were like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And he's like, he was all disoriented, didn't know where he was, didn't know how he got there. And then they were like, you're the missing guy from like this other state. And then never heard about that story again. It was crazy. Creepy stuff happens all the time. Wilson, the unauthorized biography of Tom Hanks says, that's a hilarious name. Wilson, the authorized biography of Tom Hanks for $5 says, my impression of season 3 Castlevania was that they were trying to make it woke, but they couldn't bring themselves to fully commit to it. It felt like that, and then it kind of ended well. So I was like, okay, I'm fine with this. It was good. Season 4 was good though. Mizzy Ward, thank you so much for the $10. Perfect storyline for the next Spider-Man movie would involve him meeting Black Cat and his struggle with the temptations that come with meeting a sexy bad girl that tries to get him into trouble. I totally agree, except for the fact that I feel like they're gonna like race swap Black Cat and probably make her like really ugly and fat, and I don't know. They're probably gonna do
I'm
bad
pretty sure
things to
Sony's
her.
going to make a movie on
For
Black
Black
Cat.
Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope. I mean, I hope that they cast her well. That's the only thing I wish is like that they cast like Felicia Hardy as like a white blonde girl, and then like have a really cute, sexy Black Cat. But Morbius was interesting though, Flash. Do you mind spoilers?
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever watch it.
It was interesting because they had like in the last two scenes, Vulture shows up, or Michael Keaton shows up because he like gets zapped from his reality and like gets zapped into Morbius's reality, and then for some reason, because he was like in prison and he gets let go, and then he somehow goes and gets his suit and then shows up to Morbius, like he finds Morbius somehow, and then he goes like, "Let's go get Spider-Man," and Morbius is like, "Okay," and like the whole movie they have not mentioned Spider-Man once, so like Morbius has no reason to go after Spider-Man whatsoever. He doesn't even know Spider-Man, like, and then they're like, "Let's go get Spider-Man," and like that's pretty much it. Like the movie's over. It
Why
makes
would he do that?
no sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make first like why is like Michael Keaton there, and then it's like remember his motivation was his family, so he just forgot
Mhm.
about his family.
Yeah, he
Okay.
forgot about his family. There's nothing. Like he didn't even mention his family. Nothing. He's like, "We're gonna go get Spider-Man," and like that's it. That was the entire thing. I was like, "What?" Like I don't even know how to. I don't even know how the zap thing works because it doesn't even make sense that he would get zapped from that his universe and then get zapped into Morbius's universe. It like made no sense with regards to like what happened with the zap in Spider-Man, like the way
Yeah.
that they explained it. Like it made no sense. They were just like, "Oh, plot armor. We're just gonna do this, and nobody's gonna have to ask any questions. It's just gonna happen." I
Who
was
will
like,
be the
"What?"
Spider-Man in the Sony universe?
Yeah, yeah.
Who's going to be the Spider-Man?
I don't know. I know Gary says that apparently. Actually, wait. Maybe I'm not supposed to say this. I'm not gonna say it. Never mind. Never mind. Ayakashi Ronan, thank you so much for the 5. Says Liam is pretty much every time the what? Liam is pretty much every time the same role, even in Unknown, he's just taken with no memory. Oh my god. Is this like a Biden reference and Liam like the comic book weirdo guy?
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh my god.
Liam is a special feller.
He really is. What the hell is he doing with a voice actor thing? That was funny. I was like, what?
Nothing. Trying to get attention.
He's so stupid. I was like, what? Like, there's just certain people that whenever they make tweets, I'm like, people gotta just ignore this shit. Just don't even pay them any attention. I don't even want to say the person's name right now. Like, I want to tell you who I'm talking about. You know what? I'm gonna put it in the private chat so you know who I'm talking about. This person. It's like every time I see them tweet, I'm like, why do people even talk to this guy?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
got him
don't talk
blocked.
to him. Like, don't
I blocked
acknowledge him. I did. I haven't blocked him because I want to see stupid shit he says so that I can take screenshots and then like put him on blast if he ever says anything about weird stuff ever again. But it's just like at this point, I'm like, why do people even care what he has to say? Like he's just, and then they get into it with him, and I'm like, people got to not pay attention to that guy.
Yep, I agree.
Before you leave, one last question. What did you think of the Gunt drama with Nick?
Oh, I thought it was hilarious.
That he showed up at the oh my
Yeah.
god.
He's going to be back in jail again real soon.
Are you going to be talking
'Cause
about
he's an
that in
idiot.
Flashcast?
I don't know, maybe for a minute because I'm sure Nick will be on this weekend. So
Okay.
we'll talk
okay,
about
cool.
it, I'm sure, a little bit and make fun of him. Did
All
you
right.
see that his trophy was almost as big as him?
No.
He did at a bowling event and gave himself the trophy. And it's like 4 feet tall, and he's like 5.5 feet, like maybe 5'2", 5'1".
He
So the
gave himself the trophy?
Yeah. He bowled like 130 and gave himself this 4-foot trophy.
I don't even know what to say. That's hilarious. Oh my god. I can't wait for the Flashcast when you guys talk about it. That's gonna be fun. Well, thank you so much for coming by, Flash. It was really fun to talk to you, and obviously you're welcome back on the channel anytime. But thanks for making a time here. Tell everyone where they can find you before you head out.
Yeah, find me Yellow Flash 2. It's just Yellow Flash 2. There's a space between Flash and 2. And then Yellow Flash, if sometimes I post content on there. And then Twitch. I've been on Twitch quite a bit. Yellow Flash TWO.
Because you're playing Elden Ring.
I'm playing Elden Ring, but it's just kind of fun to just chill and chat and play video games.
Did you finish Elden Ring?
I'm almost done. I got like 2 dungeons to go.
What else are you playing other than that?
I played a little bit of that Lego Star Wars game.
Ooh, did you like it?
Yeah, it's kitty and cute. It's kind of funny. I thought a couple of the scenes were funny. Like in episode 1, Palpatine is like, so because you know who he becomes, so they're like making jokes. He's like when he's like doing stuff, which is kind of funny. It
That's
looks
funny.
amazing. It's really pretty.
Usually Lego makes like good stuff, like Lego games and stuff like that is pretty good. So I'm actually like kind of curious about it.
Yeah, so I might play that. I saw Mahler was playing it too.
Oh, really? Mahler's
Yeah.
playing it?
Yeah,
That's good.
I think he's been playing it all day.
Oh my God, he's hilarious.
But he's looking like he was exploring. I'm literally just running through the story, and then I'm never going to play it again.
I'm such an explorer. Like every time I play a game, like I like explore like every nook and cranny. I'm like, oh, I gotta see where this is.
Maybe when I get to the original trilogy, I'm trying to fly through the prequels.
I'm playing this game called Kina right now. I don't know if you've heard about it, but it's really fun. I like it.
No, I haven't heard of it.
I like it. It's fun. It's like have you ever heard of Pikmin? It's like
Yeah.
a Nintendo game.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. It's like an action adventure game, but it's like this girl and she like finds these little things like that are like little creatures, like little spirit creatures, and then like you have to like gather them and tell them to like move stuff, and it's really fun because you're like it's like action adventure and puzzle solving and stuff. So it's really cool.
Yeah, I like Pikmin. I haven't played it in a while, but I bought the 3rd one for Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played. I'll get to it eventually.
I love that game. Like all of the Pikmin games. So cute. And when they're like getting thrown, they're like, "Wacho, wacho." It's like the funniest thing. Thanks for coming by, Flash. You're amazing.
For sure. Anytime.
Have a good night.
See you. Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Bye.
Ayakashi Ronin for 2 says, you were drunk, Flash. I'm sure he saw that. He didn't answer you. Thanks for the super chat, though. And then Paul Taylor, thank you so much for the $10. Says, hi, Nina. Hi, Flash. Flash, you're much quieter when you haven't been drinking funny content. When you are, though. I'm sorry, Paul, that I didn't read this out before he left. But if you're watching Flash, Paul Taylor says you're more entertaining when you're drunk. So make sure you can drink it on Flashcast. And then we had Patrick T for $1.99 says, hello from Dark Skies, Grand Canyon, Arizona. Oh, for a second, I thought you were saying as. And I was like, wait, what? And then I realized you're talking about Arizona. Thank you. Paul says, no worries. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see. I had other stuff to talk to you guys about. The show kind of turned into a weird paranormal show. Let's see here. I had some other stuff. Oh, okay, here. We can watch this together. This is fun. Actually, I haven't watched this yet because I was waiting to watch it with Flash, but anyway, he had to go. So here we go. We're gonna watch Alex Stein's new video. Oh no, it's not Alex Stein. It's the other dude. Campbell, this guy, Campbell something. Cassidy Campbell. So he's this troll guy that goes around in different like school board meetings and what's it called? Like just like these kind of places, and he trolls everybody. So this is gonna be fun. Let's watch this.
More problems.
It's really funny because most people think he's like not trolling.
More
but
problems
it's
that I have
just totally
noticed in the
trolling.
NFL is that the NFL stands for the National Football League, and Adolf Hitler was a nationalist. Therefore, it needs to be changed to the Equality Football League, which leads me to a list of things we can do to make the NFL
public hearings.
a better place. First, women players and coaches. Chinese quarterbacks, an LGBTQ section in the stands, a Michael Sam Gay Player of the Year award, signing bonuses for openly gay players.
I like
for
his
the
hat.
for the people in the back. For the people in the back.
There's no one there.
Mandatory vaccine cards for all. Critical race theory training for all players and coaches so they can understand the white rage. I am white and I want to know what white rage is. I want to know. Mandatory knee while playing the national anthem.
Oh boy.
For George Floyd, abolish the national anthem because it's racist. A moment of silence for Martin Luther King before each game, recognizing him for freeing the slaves instead of honoring the military because they are racist. Before each game, we should have our frontline doctors come out to the field because they are the real heroes. Every game, the player should honor one LGBTQ member with a sticker on the back of their helmet, gender-neutral locker rooms, black kickers, alternate gay pride uniforms, pronouns on the back of their jerseys. The Super Bowl trophy will be changed from the Vince Lombardi trophy to the Colin Kaepernick trophy. And lastly, the commissioner shall be a non-binary transgender so that they can understand all walks of life. If we all do these things, we can make the league more diverse and full of equality instead of this racist bigotry league full of Trumpism.
Your time is up. Reggie Ruffin. Your time
thank
is
you.
up.
I always love looking at their reaction in the end. Like, look at this chick's face. She's so upset. She's like, I can't believe I have to sit here and listen to this bullshit. That's hilarious. More people need to do this. Bless that guy's heart. Good for them. You sure it's satire? Yeah, I'm positive it's satire. It's hilarious. Installation 7 for $2 says, just found your channel, liking the content. Well, thank you. Welcome to the Infinity channel. Thank you. It's funny though that you say that because like are you sure it's satire comment? I thought it's an interesting thing to say because during the past couple of days, I've actually fallen into several satirical traps that I was like, I didn't know that they were satire because the world has become so insane that now I just like look at stuff and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I didn't know if it was real or fake, you know, like I was like, I don't understand. And then people are like, oh, this was supposed to be satire. And I'm like, oh, like this is one example here. And I was like, what the actual fuck? Because, you know, you guys know what's going on with all the weird, parental rights bill in Florida. And I'm not going to call it the other thing because it's not the other thing that the left calls it. But this guy posted this thing saying, be sure to check out my new book available at LGBTQ bookstores everywhere and Amazon. Don't have kids but want to support my work? Just donate here so I can continue to create content that makes our space safe spaces more inclusive and diverse. And he posted a picture of this thing saying, my first kink, a children's guide to self-exploration. And it's like a bunch of kids with like sex toys and stuff. And I legit thought this was real because you never know. There's a lot of weirdos on Twitter nowadays. And there's a lot of like, I don't know. It just seemed, and then I looked at this guy's face and it just seemed like something that would be real. Like I was like, oh, Oops, I kicked myself out. Boomer. But yeah, anyways, it just looked like that would be definitely a real post. And then everybody was like, no, this is fake. This is a satire. And his thing said teacher, gender, clinician, not Nazi puncher, vaccinated, 4121 boosters, always up to date. Pronouns are they, them, yo. Available for private tutoring, grades K to 3. Now, I don't know if this entire his entire feed is like one giant troll. Like, I don't know. But he continuously talks about how he's like a teacher and he wants to teach like, gay things to kids and like, certain like weird things like that. So I just couldn't tell. I can't tell if these people are serious or not anymore. And I'm just like I don't know. And then I post something and then they're like, oh no, this is fake. And I'm like, oh, it seemed like Clown World. So I don't know if it's fake anymore. I thought I finally caught a stream and you got yeeted. Yeah, I yeeted myself. I was like, whoops. I went to like X out on that Twitter thing and I pressed the next X instead, like the StreamYard link. So whoops. And then what else did I want to talk to you guys about? Oh, this was hilarious. Oh, wait, actually on the same topic of not knowing what the hell is real or fake anymore, I saw this thing and I was like, what the frig? Like, no way. And it turned out no way, because apparently it's fake. Because it says Hawaii scuba diver hospitalized after his penis gets stung in a giant clam. And I thought this was real, but apparently if you go to the bottom of the page, it says it's satire. And I totally thought it was real. I was like, what? But there's just so many like weird things that are on Twitter. And then you have to do your like due diligence. It's got me a bunch of times because I'm like, I'll look into something. Like now I'm starting to like not want to post stuff like this. Like if it's like a paper, like if it's just a picture of something with no links and stuff like that, I'm not gonna like retweet it anymore because I feel like I really got to do my due diligence and check. I mean, yeah, it's funny, like it's hilarious, but it's funnier if it's something that's real, but it's not. But I thought it was real. And I was like, ow. This is why women live longer, because men would do stuff like this. I mean, I could understand, like I could see a dude doing that. That's the thing. That's why it's so real. So like they're like, it just seems like this would be something that a dude would do. Like kind of like the American Pie thing. Like let me stick it in here and see if like how it feels, and then that's it. You call it a day and you end up in a hospital. But apparently it was fake. I don't know. Twitter is a weird place, man. I wonder if it's gonna be less weird now that like Elon Musk bought it, or well, he's like a majority shareholder. I wonder if it's going to be less weird now. Like, I wonder what kind of changes he's going to start making. Wouldn't it be crazy if he unbans Donald Trump? The leftists will lose their minds. I almost hope he just like doesn't unban anyone else and just unbans Donald Trump. I just want it for the reactions. I don't even care. I just want the lefties to react. It's just for reaction videos. That's it. That's all I care about. I think they'll lose their minds. We'll get another one of those like famous like no videos. I think that would be worth it. Damar Holness, thank you so much for the toonie. It's a Canadian $2. Hell, Neil, I love your Will Smith video. Oh, thanks. Thank you. I just did a follow-up video to that because I got a bunch of comments on there saying that they they didn't think that Will was a narcissist, and I was like, well, I kind of do. I think we all have narcissistic traits. So I did a follow-up video to that, and there was a couple updates too. So check that out after if you want to. But thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, thank you so much for another $2. It says, please make more of those style videos. I will try. It was a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I spent a lot of time on it. I will try. I will try to make more of those. I don't know what topics to do though. You know, sometimes Will Smith was a hot topic, and I was passionate about it because, you know, I like Will Smith. I've liked the Will Smith for a long time, and this really was it just really hit home, you know. But I don't know. I don't know like what kind of I don't know who I would make more like I would make videos on because I saw the what triggered me to do it was because I watched that Red Table Talk, and I was just so like, oh my God, like I was like literally screaming to myself when I was watching it because I was like, you were living this, like you are the embodiment of a narcissist, and then you have the galls to tell people that, you know, to you know how to get away from narcissists, or like how to, you know, how to be in a not narcissistic relationship, or how to deal with narcissists. And it's just like it drove me nuts. I was very upset about it. So that's why I was like, I gotta make this video. And it just came together really well. I'm really proud of it. I'm really, really proud of that video. So thank you. It means a lot to me that you said that. Let's see here. Oh, the chat just jumped like big time. Woo. Somebody. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see here. I had this. Okay, this other thing was funny. Let's make fun of some other has-been celebrities, like Mr. T, who tweeted out, I just received my second Moderna booster vaccine, and I feel good. I'm still going to wear my mask and keep my distance because the virus ain't over, fool. Grr. He's like, well, he's more like, I'm still gonna wear my mask. Wait, let me try and do it and like that. I'm still gonna wear my mask and I keep my distance because the virus isn't over. Because that virus ain't over, fool. I pity fool. Wait, why am I like doing a Nixon? Because it's like Nixon does that. I don't know. That didn't quite work out. I tried. But I don't know, man. Mr. T with the virtue signal. I don't know how many boosters Moderna has, but I know Pfizer's on their 4th now. So I feel like Mr. T is a little bit behind the schedule. I mean, like I feel like even if you're gonna like virtue signal, I don't know, maybe you should be up to your 4th one. It just feels a little bit weird that he's only on his 2nd. I mean, some people are like on their 5th and 6th boosters. Like at least put in some effort into your virtue signaling, and actually get like, you know, boosted properly before you start to preach to everybody else about how you're on your only on your 2nd booster. Like, dude, that was like last season. I don't know. Also, he said COVID's isn't over yet. I tweeted out, yeah, it is, because Putin ended it. And that's kind of true, because after that whole thing happened with Putin, nobody cared about COVIDs anymore. It seemed like everybody was like, oh, okay, like, you know, we're back to normal now. Back to war. Back to traditional war. We don't really care about this other stuff, this other nonsense. It just became another thing. And now, oh my God, I saw the funniest thing the other day. I forget who posted it, but it was something from like the mainstream media, and it was like new COVID symptoms. And it was like literally like everything under the sun. It was like, if you experience like headache, runny nose, blah, 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 like stomach cramps, diarrhea, I think it was Right Said Fred. Let me go and see if I can find the tweet because it was hilarious. And like he was like, dude, everything is COVID now. And I was like, everything is COVID. It's kind of bizarre. Right Said Fred's got a good Twitter feed. That guy's still boss. There it is. Yes, thank God. Okay, I found it. It's just like everything is COVID now. It's like it's not even special anymore. I mean, it never really was, but it's like COVID, 9 new symptoms. Shortness of breath, feeling tired or exhausted, aching body, headache, sore throat, blocked or runny nose, loss of appetite, diarrhea, feel sick or being sick. How is this new? Where is this from? This is, I don't know what this is. Good Morning Britain. Good Morning Britain put this out. And he's like, everything is COVID. Dude, like, it's like everything. Like, well, I mean, shortness of breath wasn't a new, that's not a new symptom. This is a freaking, what's it called? Respiratory illness. And shortness of breath was always a symptom. That's not a new symptom. Feeling tired or exhausted, not a new symptom. That was that was an original symptom. Aching body, not a new symptom. Headache, not a new symptom. Sore throat, I guess that's a new symptom because it was most of the time it wasn't about sore throat. It was like shortness of breath and like feeling like mucusy, like having mucus in your lungs because it's a respiratory illness. Again, that's why it was getting confused with influenza a lot because it was respiratory. And then it says blocked or runny nose. Again, not new. Loss of appetite, not new. Diarrhea, not new. Feeling sick or being sick. I don't even know. Maybe this is a troll too. Maybe I'm just falling for another one. Do you even flu? That's funny. Do you even flu? Maybe it's another troll. Maybe I fell for another one. I can't tell anymore. I can't tell what's real or what's fake anymore, man. This was funny. You guys remember earlier in the stream when I showed you that Biden video? So Chrissy Mayer posted this and said, laugh my ass off, who made this? I guess it's John Hackalera or from The Equalizer. I don't know. But this was funny. Oh, this is like from it's from like that. This is from that movie. Somebody made this. He's just so confused. He's just such a joke. Oh my God, it's terrible. Okay, hold on. There was another one. Here's another one that I'm like, there's no way this is real. I don't think this is real. I'm gonna have to look this up. If this is real, I'm gonna lose faith in humanity, man. I don't even know what to say. Yeah, that's a movie, Pulp Fiction. That's right. Pulp Fiction. It was a movie. It's a Pulp Fiction movie. Creation. Well, that's a sweet statement. Nina, I get shortness of breath every time I see a notification for your upcoming stream. We love you, Nina. That's so sweet. Thank you. Okay, hold on. I feel like this must be fake. Like, there's no way that this is not fake. This person wrote, working out is deeply fat phobic. Imagine hating fat people so I can't even say it with a straight face. Imagine hating fat people so much that you put effort into not looking like them. Absolute shame on you if you work out. This can't be real. Where is this even from? Is this must be, is this Twitter? Let's see. Working out is deeply fat phobic. Let's Google that. This cannot be real. Oh my God, some video came up of some girl crying, you guys. Oh my God. What? Is this real? I can't. This can't be real. I just don't believe this is real anymore. Okay, hold on. This chick is nuts. Let's watch it. This came up when I Googled that. This is a video of it, though. I don't think the other article was real. But some people do really think this, apparently.
Based reasons. So yes, if you work out strictly for appearance-based reasons, you are fat phobic.
Today we're going to be taking a look at the stupidest thing I've heard all week.
Oh, this is somebody's video. Okay, let's fast forward this. I just want to hear what she has to say.
Specific to Black people, and we've used that as an excuse to shape a societal beauty standard that is anti-fat. That includes being thin. That includes gaining muscle so you can look toned and have less fat on your body. And what happens if you don't meet the standard of beauty? You will face systemic oppression. You cannot always determine health by your body's appearance. So yes, if you work out strictly for appearance-based reasons, you are fat phobic. And before you comment, read the definition of fat phobia.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here.
Fat phobia, the intense fear or dislike of fat, becoming fat, and fat bodies. I like fat people. I think they're, I love like fat people comedians. I think they're really funny. I don't have an intense fear of fat people. I don't like being fat because it makes me unhappy with myself because I just feel better when I'm skinnier and I can, breathe better and walk better and take care. Like I feel good. I feel much better when I'm fat and I look better. I'm like, more comfortable in my skin and I can wear pretty dresses and feel good wearing it and feel confident. I don't see that being fat phobic personally, but if I am fat phobic, then fine. Call me fucking fat phobic because I, at this point, feel like maybe we should bring back fat shaming. I was fat shamed when I was little, and it caused me to actually care about what I eat. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think we should bring it back. I think it's a little bit premature to just throw out fat shaming. I really do. I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, you know what? Maybe we should bring back fat shaming. Maybe that should be a thing. Fucking fat phobic. Well, I'm sorry if I seem fat phobic to you. But that's it's just the way it is. I'm sorry. Grumpy Old Ninja says, I used to be 330 pounds. I'm 100% fat phobic. Good for you, dude. Did you lose all of it? Like, did you lose a lot of weight? I used to be really big too. I used to be a big girl and I worked out and I lost weight and now I look the way I do because I put in the work and I eat well. It wasn't just working out. It was eating well. I changed my diet. Hey, Demogeni is here. Demogeni says, I work to look good and feel good. Sorry, not sorry. I know, right? Like me too, dude. Yeah, sorry. I'm not like a big fat whale. So you can feel good about yourself. I don't understand people who like the very idea that that you would hate fat people so much that you put effort into not looking like them. Like that's so stupid. Nobody does anything for other people. Like I don't do anything for other people, Like if you're going to lose weight, most of the time people don't lose weight because they want to look better. Most of the time people lose weight because they want to feel better. Because it makes a difference to be able to like walk from one place to another and like not, be short of breath. I don't know. Get up and exercise. It's good for you. You got to get that heart pumping, That's how you're not going to get a freaking heart attack at the age of 30, A human says, I'm losing weight because I'm afraid of harpoons. That cracked me up. That's funny. Okay, let me see. What else did I have for you? Ooh, I don't know. Oh my God. I got this like Aaron Valenti thing on because I want to check that out after Yellow Flash turned me on to this weirdo conspiracy now that I want to check out. That's gonna be a whole thing. I get so like interested into this stuff, and then it's like a rabbit hole, you know. You go down the rabbit hole, and then it's wild. It's wild out there. The dude says, I was 287 and I'm down to 215. Good for you. I felt like shit when I was bigger, plus health reasons, man. That's great. Good for you. Good for you. Grumpy says, I started breathing harder trying to sit down. And that was it. Good. I'm so glad that you decided to lose the weight. Because it's just good for you, man. It's good for you to not be breathless and just like, you know, get that heart pumping. You gotta circulate that blood. You know, that's how you won't get a heart attack. You won't get diabetes if you're eating right. You gotta cut out that sugar. Sugar is like a drug, you know. Sugar and like bread, like carbs, especially bread. Bread feels very like a drug. Like you just want it. You're like, give me some mo. Hey, Demar just became a member. Thank you. Demar Wholeness. That's amazing. You are awesome. You are awesome. Welcome to the Infinity family. Welcome. Let me see. Do I have a cool clip I can play for you? I'm just going to play this because it's funny.
Computers don't make errors. What they do on purpose. By now, your name and particulars have been fed into every laptop, desktop, mainframe, and supermarket scanner that collectively make up the global information conspiracy, otherwise known as the Beast.
I love King of the Hill. That was a good show. They wouldn't make that nowadays now. Thanks for becoming a member, Demar. Let's see here. You should make a Nina live channel. I got this one for now. Maybe. I've been considering it. Can I play the clip of Jay, the Canadian bear clip? I don't have that clip. I have to ask like somebody to send it to me. Is it on YouTube? Let's see. Oh, you know what? I think it is because I think they have. Let's see, Geeks and Gamers. I gotta clip that. Geeks and Gamers. What's that channel called? The channel where they put their clips and stuff. Geeks and Gamers, not Gaming with Geeks. It's called something else. Help me out, chat. Is it just clips? Okay. Okay, I went to the Geeks and Gamers clips. It's not there though. I don't see it. There is Geeks and Critters. There's Jay's Blue Steel. No, it's not there. That's too bad. They should update it. Drunk 3PO's Ryan impression. I haven't seen. The bear one's not there, but the Blue Steel is there. We can watch the Blue Steel. If it works. My internet doesn't want to work right now for some reason. Hang on. I don't know. Why isn't it loading? It's got the little circle. It's like trying to load, but it can't. I can't make it. My God. I'm back. I'm back, baby. They tried to hold me down, but they can't. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. My internet went down for a minute. It's been doing this recently. Like all of a sudden it'll just go out. It'll just be like, I don't want to work. I don't care that you're live streaming and you have 160 people watching you. I had like 170 people, so I lost viewers now, but it's like, I don't care. Internet's like, I don't give a shit. This is the Jay's Blue Steel.
Hey, did you get a haircut today?
I got it last week.
Yeah, I like it.
It looks way better when it's moving. When it's not moving, turn off.
What was that? Why did you do the smolder?
Yeah, that was blue steel, I believe.
Well, I guess the look I'm best.
He just does it. Like he doesn't even realize he's doing it.
Huh?
My God.
Jay
is like, he's so.
And like stared in the camera for a
Someone
second.
said I was like bald. Like I was just like showing I didn't shave my head, but I just cut it short.
There you go.
But he just does that though. He's used to doing it now. So he's like, it just comes naturally to him to like do blue steel. He doesn't even know. So people are like, why are you doing the smolder look? And he's like, huh? But it's like second nature. It's second nature to him. It's hilarious. Oh my God. Jay is so funny because like I was watching Geeks and Gamers what's it called the other night? The main event. And they were making fun of Jay again because they always make fun. And like they ask him a question and Jay takes like 10 seconds to answer because he has to like think about his answer. And I'm like, these guys have like made so much fun of Jay, and not just them, like the chat has made so much fun of him that it feels like he's always like walking around eggshells now. Like he doesn't know what to say. He'll just be like, I feel bad for him. Because like it's like the easiest thing to, and most of the time he does it to himself. Like that smolder thing. Like he just did that. He just did that. Brian McCann, thank you so much for the 5. Says Jay the Bear 2 months ago, Geeks and Gamers clips. Oh, he's there? So I missed it? What? Why am I missing it? 2 months ago. 5 days ago. 5 days ago. Okay, hold on. 5 days ago, 2 weeks ago, 8 days ago, 2 months ago. Wait, what is it called again? Jay the Bear. Oh, there he is. Oh my god. Okay, that's good. Now that I have it, I'm gonna clip this. One of these days I'm gonna get drunk 3PO on my channel. We're gonna like I'll probably like do a breaking the narrative with him or something. And I'll play this for his intro.
Okay. Canadian bear. I'm a Canadian bear. We're harmless Canadian bears.
I like how he says that.
Bear.
Why did you do this, Jay? Why? Why did you do this to yourself?
I'm a Canadian bear.
I like how like the music. Oh, everything comes together. That's great. That's great. The Geeks Gamers crew are awesome. I love them. They're so funny. Canadian bear. So funny. Thanks, Brian, for telling me where to find that. Now I can clip it for later. Okay, let me see. There's another story that I wanted to talk to you about. Because this one, I saw this one, I was like, what? I don't know why this is funny, but Mina just said, I just realized I'm wasting my life. What? That is such a random comment to make. What? What about this stream made you realize that? I think that was hilarious. I don't know why that cracked me up. Okay, here's the other article I want to talk to you about. No pride, lots of prejudice. Sterling University ditches Jane Austen from English literature course in bid to decolonize the curriculum. Sterling University have replaced Pride and Prejudice with author Toni Morrison. Institute made commitment to diversify during Black Lives Matter protest. Trigger warnings have been added to a reading list for language colonialism. So this university literature course has removed Jane Austen to help decolonize the curriculum and contribute to increased diversity on the syllabus. Sterling University's English literature program has replaced the famous author of Pride and Prejudice with award-winning writer Toni Morrison, who is known for her works about the experience of African Americans. I don't understand why you can't have both. Why would they have to remove Pride and Prejudice? That is like it's classic literature, man. Like this is a university and this is a literature course and you're removing Pride and Prejudice? How is that even a thing? Like how could that even be a thing? It's bizarre to me. It's bizarre. The institution is following up on a commitment made during Black Lives Matter protests in the summer of 2020 with Principal Professor Gary McCormick saying that the university must support an anti-racist agenda in higher education. I didn't realize that Pride and Prejudice was racist. What? According to the Telegraph, those who are taking the special authors module will also learn about Black postmodernism, Gothic, and the aesthetics of the contemporary U.S. and African American novel. Okay, so what does that have to do with Pride and Prejudice? The new material in the Scottish University English literature course will also have racial difference and critical race theory, as well as gender and sexuality, which are very different themes to that of Austen's. And Like, why can't you have both? Trigger warnings have also been added to the students' reading list to make them aware of the language of colonialism. Yeah, because university students are such little bitches now that they need like trigger warnings. One cautionary note on one of the English modules reads, some of the material in this module includes discussion on colonialism, including colonial violence towards men and women, enslavement, violence, racism, sexism, and issues surrounding representation of gender, class, race, and mental health. Isn't that how we're supposed to learn about those kind of things? Like through past writings and stories of that time, so that we can learn about history and understand what actually happened and what transpired. Isn't that the whole point of learning things in school? The department running the English literature course said that the university changes focus annually and has not critiqued Austen. Austen was amongst many historical figures dragged into the debate about slavery and calls to bring down statues of those with links to such with the author's house museum in Hampshire, which re-examined her place in Regency era colonialism. The writers tried to slavery as her father. Ties. The writer's ties to slavery as her father, Reverend George Austen, was once a trustee of a sugar plantation in Antigua. That was then, and things were different. Others included Winston Churchill and Charles Dickens, whose museum was targeted by a man inspired by Black Lives Matter movement. Churchill, the dude that actually fought the Nazis, you know that guy. The fuck. Ian Driver scrawled Dickens races on the outside of the Dickens House Museum in Broadstairs, Kent, and attempted to black out the lettering on the street sign nearby the Dickens Row. These people are insane. Let's see if there's any new information. Blah blah blah. No, this isn't new information. This is old information. Okay, so the new information we already read. That was the new information. They don't like Jane Austen anymore. Oh, sorry, not Jane Austen. Pride and Prejudice. Ooh. Well, Jane Austen wrote. God damn it. My brain is ending. Jane Austen. Yeah, they don't like Jane Austen anymore, or Pride and Prejudice. It's over. It's over for Pride and Prejudice. I mean, I think this is freaking clown world shit. I think this is dumb. How are you supposed to learn about things if you're just going to keep getting rid of everything, if you're going to keep rewriting history? I mean, fine. If you want to put stupid triggers on things, go ahead, because then it's like, whatever. Like, okay, I wouldn't care. I'll just flip page, But if you're going to take stuff out, if you're going to actually take it out, it's the modern day book burning, man. It's a modern day book burning. It's just always something else. Now they're coming for they've been coming for classic lit for a while. And they want to get rid of To Kill a Mockingbird. They want to get rid of Dr. Seuss. They want to get rid of Huckleberry Finn, Tom Sawyer. They want to get rid of everything. It's fucking insane. These people have lost their minds. Didn't a Nazi burn books too? Yeah, of course. So did communists. That's what they do. They burn books because they don't want people to remember the past. So they keep repeating the same shit over and over again. Mina says, Nina, you're white too. They're coming for you. Okay. Oh. It's fucking insane. What's going on, Arkasul? Good to see you. The stream was great. Unfortunately, I had to go earlier because, well, he sleeps earlier. That the stream started late. So, but it was great. It was a great conversation. We talked about Ezra Miller's The Flash. We talked about some Spider-Man stuff, some Marvel stuff. We talked about Morbius a little bit. We talked about lots of stuff. It was a good stream. It was a good stream. But you know what? I think on that note, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it. So thank you everybody so much for hanging out with me tonight. It's been a pleasure to hang out with you, and thank you again to my amazing guest, Yellow Flash. I look forward to Saturday, as always, to see Yellow Flash up to amazing things on his channel, where he will be probably getting drunk for super chats. And I just realized I'm an idiot and I totally forgot to put Yellow Flash information in the description. So what I'm going to do right now is, first of all, I'm going to link his channel in the chat right now. So please sure you are subscribed to Yellow Flash, and then I'm going to upgrade the description with all of his links to his like Twitch and all of that stuff too. So you guys can get a hold of him wherever you want. So make sure you are subscribed to Yellow Flash. He's got a lot of good content, really good guy. And I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.